After 15 months of intense conflict, a ceasefire agreement has been reached between Israel and Hamas. This truce marks a potential turning point in the deadliest war between the two sides. The agreement aims to bring an end to the violence and address key issues. These issues include the release of hostages held by Hamas and the return of displaced Palestinians. The ceasefire is fragile. Both sides remain wary. The ceasefire agreement is complex. It involves phased releases of hostages and prisoners. It also includes provisions for the reopening of border crossings. The international community has welcomed the ceasefire. However, there are concerns about its long-term viability. The road to this point has been paved with tragedy. The conflict has resulted in significant loss of life and widespread destruction in Gaza. Thousands of families have been displaced. The ceasefire offers a glimmer of hope. It remains to be seen whether it will hold. The international community has a crucial role to play in supporting the ceasefire. This includes providing humanitarian aid to Gaza and facilitating dialogue between the parties. The coming days and weeks will be critical in determining the success of the ceasefire. The hope is that it will pave the way for a more lasting peace. As part of the ceasefire agreement, tens of thousands of Palestinians are returning to their homes in northern Gaza. They were displaced during the 15-month conflict. The return is a bittersweet moment for many. They are happy to be home but face the daunting task of rebuilding their lives. The area has suffered extensive damage. The hostage situation was a major sticking point in the ceasefire negotiations. Hamas captured numerous hostages during their initial attack on October 7, 2023. Israel made their release a top priority. The agreement includes a phased release of these hostages. Tragically, not all the hostages survived their captivity. Israel revealed that Hamas's list of hostages to be released included 8 individuals who are now dead. This news has deepened the grief and anger felt by many Israelis. The fate of the remaining hostages is of paramount concern. The families of the hostages have endured agonizing weeks of uncertainty. They have been clinging to hope for their loved ones' safe return. The news of the deaths of some hostages is a devastating blow. The ceasefire agreement offers some solace. However, the pain of this conflict will continue to be felt for years to come. The international community has largely welcomed the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas. World leaders have expressed hope that it will lead to a lasting resolution of the conflict. The United States, a key ally of Israel, has played an active role in the negotiations. The European Union is taking concrete steps to support the ceasefire. It plans to redeploy a civilian monitoring mission to the Rafah border crossing between Gaza and Egypt. This mission will facilitate medical evacuations from Gaza, which is facing a dire humanitarian situation. Egypt, a crucial regional player, has also been involved in the ceasefire efforts. However, Egypt has rejected proposals for relocating Palestinians from Gaza and the West Bank to other countries. This stance highlights the complexity of the situation and the sensitivity surrounding the Palestinian issue. The ceasefire has also drawn mixed reactions within Israel. Some Israelis support the agreement and hope it will bring an end to the violence. Others criticize it as being too lenient on Hamas. This division in public opinion reflects the deep divisions within Israeli society about how to deal with the ongoing conflict. The ceasefire agreement marks a significant development in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It offers a glimmer of hope for a more peaceful future. However, it is important to acknowledge the long and challenging road ahead. The root causes of the conflict remain unresolved. One of the most pressing challenges is the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The Strip has been devastated by the conflict, with widespread destruction of infrastructure and a severe shortage of essential supplies. Rebuilding Gaza and addressing the needs of its people will require a concerted international effort. Another challenge is the deep mistrust between Israel and Hamas. The two sides have been locked in a cycle of violence for years. Building trust and creating an environment conducive to meaningful negotiations will be crucial for achieving a lasting peace. The international community has a vital role to play in supporting the peace process. This includes providing humanitarian assistance, facilitating dialogue, and holding all parties accountable for their actions. Despite the challenges, the ceasefire offers a window of opportunity. It is essential that all parties seize this moment and work towards a just and lasting solution. The people of Israel and Palestine deserve to live in peace and security.